As a parent, you can quickly start feeling overwhelmed by the incredible amount of information out there on the internet, books, YouTube videos on how to best parent your child. But there's definitely one book that I highly recommend you read, and it is called Grit by Angela Duckworth. This book is incredible because it unlocks the secret to helping your child become successful when they are an adult. And probably most importantly, it also will help your child become independent and not make you worry once they leave the nest. So what is grit? Well, grit is maintaining effort over years despite experiencing setbacks, boredom, frustration, and feelings of wanting to quit. It's really just not quitting and having that resilience to push through and overcome those internal obstacles. So this is such an important character trait that we want to give our children because it is actually more important than talent. We as parents really hyper-focus sometimes on giving our children things like math skills or even some sort of talent, but in reality, what's more important is what can they do with that talent, which is grit. Can they continue on with effort over years and not quit too early? That is why we need to focus on helping our children develop grit as early as possible. The way we help our children to become grittier is once they have shown passion in an extracurricular activity, we don't allow them to quit for at least 1 year or longer. Now, this is definitely easier said than done, right? Especially when our child is crying, throwing a tantrum, we're tired because we just got home from work, and the last thing we want to do is force our child to do anything. But we have to remind ourselves that it is worth it. The pain and suffering is worth it. And here's the ironic part, is as parents, if we can endure and we can help our children not to quit that activity and to become more resilient and gritty, we become grittier. We become more resilient. So we grow together, and most importantly, we lead by example. This is the best way to lead our family, is by not giving up too early with our children. We show them what grit looks like. Another thing you can think about is if you can afford it, if you can financially do this, if the program allows you to pay for 1 year in full, then do that. That way you don't have an out. This is kind of a hack that I do for myself is if I want to stick with something, I make sure to put up guardrails and remove any outs that I could take along the way. There should only be one exit ramp, and that's after a year has passed or longer. So we really want to start thinking about this strategically because it is definitely going to help your child in the long run if we can help them build that habit of not quitting too early, because it will transfer over to things like getting a job, graduating college, graduating high school, achieving goals, etc., etc. We all love to be around people who are committed and they don't give up early. And most importantly, we know that we would like to be more like that. So it starts with us parenting our children to help them become more gritty, and we do that with not allowing them to quit for at least 1 year or longer, and we just accept that that's just the way it is. Reach out if you have any questions. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one.